Hello, I am Izzy Noodles. Welcome back to the bonus level of Tomb Raider 3. You need to find 59 out of 60 secrets to open up this level. It was originally going to be part of the game, but it got cut and had a bit of tidying up and turned into the bonus level. There's actually a beta video on YouTube of how it was originally going to look, which is pretty interesting, so I'll try to remember and link that in the description. But now here we go, All Hallows, the bonus level. Okay, so straight away you want to turn on the slope so that you can grab the edge and then let go and grab this secret shimmy gap ledge here. So obviously if you're playing for the first time, you're not going to know to do this. This is just for a few items. And if you miss the chance to do this, you can come back and grab the ledge. I'll show you how when I come out of this area. So now I'm going to pull up. Let me actually take a moment to show you what I have in my inventory. I got a whole lot of nada. So on the PlayStation version, you don't even get crystals. You have the statistics and your pistols. But on the PC, you still have everything you had when you finished the actual game itself. So, yep, console mode is hard mode. We can do this. Okay, so also we're back in the London style levels, so that's again pretty dark, so sorry about that. Okay, so inside of here, we've got a spike trap, but we've got a monkey bar ceiling, so just go ahead and jump up and grab that, and we have the chance to get a crystal. Nice, we got some flares here as well. We're also here in St. Paul's Cathedral, by the way, in London, if you didn't know. Okay, and then just turn around and drop out of the gap. So now let me show you how to get to that if you don't think to turn in the air. So we are going to do some climbing up in this area, so this is the starting block anyway. But from here, jump to this flattest part of the dome. This tile here is the flattest part. It's pretty much the only bit you can stand on. And do a running jump to the hidden gap and then just shimmy along. So before I get into the main cathedral area, I'm going to grab a few items in this area. Okay, running jump to here, and the next jump is a grab. I often forget this and just manage to grab at the very last moment. Today I remembered. Okay, this next one can be a standing jump, but whatever. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. So let me just go ahead and run back around. Okay, don't hit the railing this time. Okay, so while I'm here, let me just point out through the railings there, you see a breakaway tile. That's how we get into the cathedral. So not just yet. We would go around to the right and continue, but I'm just going to take a detour for some more items. So over to here, and then we can climb on up to here. And again straight on up here, and we have some Uzis. So on the PC, this would be just another Uzi clip pickup. And also, if you're going for a no med run, there's some items that some people leave behind simply because there's a long drop. I am going to collect those items. And I'm also going to make this a no med run. 2 in 1. How about that? So just past this sloped section and then make sure you're on the second tile space. And just don't let them bats scare you. So anyway, inside this gap we have some items. So people usually avoid this crawl space for nomads because the drop down takes off a lot of health. So we do also have a crystal as well. Okay, let me get out of here. I do want to get rid of my flare just in case. Anyway, right now I'm at full health. And we'll see what damage I take when I drop down. Okay, I've lost pretty much 1/3 of my health. So to do this action that I'm going to do, I'm going to take advantage of the flare cancel. So let me just jump onto this block to demonstrate what the flare cancel does if you do not know. So when you have a flare already lit and you throw it just as you're about to land from a fall or any kind of drop where she's going to stumble, it cancels that animation. So this is how I'm going to do a big drop without taking so much damage. I'm going to cancel the stumble that's going to happen. And I'm just wasting my flare right now. So I have more time to grab what I need to grab. So let me just run off and just throw the flare. And you see how she carried on running? She didn't stumble. So that's how I'm going to do that. It just removes the animation so you can carry on. And it's a bit trickier on console because you have to press 2 buttons. You have to hold the sprint and press the inventory key at the same time to grab a flare without going into the inventory. So yeah, usually on the PC, as I was practicing, I could easily just press the look button to get rid of the forced camera angle as well. But this time I'm gonna kind of go in blind because you turn into a bit of a fumble fingers as you're trying to press all of these buttons all at once. So anyway, you see I've taken a different path now. I've gone around to the right hand side. Grab some flares. There was a weird camera angle. Don't ask me why it does that. It just does. But it goes away by itself. So now I'm doing a running jump to the highest column over there. Okay, and this is the part where I'm going to save my game because of all the many buttons I will need to press, and it's difficult to know how exactly to line up here for the best positioning, but either central or a little more to the left side. You can reposition afterwards. Okay, so let me show you one way of doing it if you do struggle this way. So without picking up those items in the long drop, you can still do this without using any meds. So come to here, and then from this position, drop down. You'll drop onto the crumble tile, let that crumble away, and then grab, and then let go. So that'll minimize your damage, but I'm going to minimize it even more. So lighting a flare. Remember which is the hotkey between PC and console. Okay, so a little more to the left of the center, I think. And this last grating tile is the one you want to be on to hit the slope just here. And you want to grab. So as you're grabbing, pull up, remove the flare, and then run left and fail. You're supposed to be able to run to grab the ledge, but because I'm kind of doing this blind without removing the camera angle, that's what makes it tricky. Okay, there we go, I grabbed it. So my successful attempt was kind of by shimmying all the way to the left and then one shimmy to the right. So yeah, this is my health and this is the forced damage, the amount of forced damage I will be taking, I think. So yeah, that's how that's done. It was only when someone suggested to do a roll as a tile is crumbling, they said that they managed to do it themselves. They rolled as the tile was crumbling and then they managed to grab that ledge, but I just couldn't do it. So I did a bit of trial and error and that's what I came up with. So anyway, you want to grab that medpack I just grabbed and then hop on over to these flares. Okay, so now just here we're going to drop down onto this column that's sticking out. So this is kind of like an organ, I guess. So to safely do that, you want a run up, so hop back and then just run straight on forward to get a little bit of momentum to fall onto here. And then just in this gap we have some items. I believe it's a large medpack and Uzi clips. Okay, so straight ahead of me there's another little gap, but that's a trap door, so that will be for much, much later. For now, we are heading this way. So I'm gonna jump onto this floating platform just here, so you want to hop back and then take a jump. And then hop over to this black and white section of the central structure. So sometimes I'm not sure if these, like, wires holding these columns like push you to one side. It feels as though they kind of do sometimes, so do be careful of those, like, in case that is what messes things up and I'm not just an idiot. So I do like to grab as well, just in case. There we go. So next we need to be heading on over to the right hand side. You can just kind of see there's a gap in the wooden section. You can grab that and shimmy along. But I'm going to take a quick detour for now for a medpack. So come under here. And sometimes she doesn't like to climb outward here. Nope, so just do some shuffling about. I don't know why she does this right here. There we go. So just here where this ladder texture is. This texture is here only so she gets her footing, which will allow you to jump backwards. Okay, and then running jump to this medpack. Okay, and then you can just do a standing jump back across. Nice, so it is a tight jump, but you can make it. And then back to the, oh no, I'm alive, I am alive. That's something. I'm stuck inside here. Why? Can I get out at all? This is new. Hey, no side jumps. No one told you to do that. I'm trying to grab this. Nope. Oh my goodness, I am trapped. I survived the fall, but I'm trapped. Hello? Okay, yeah, this is a trigger for something else. I think I'm gonna have to reload. And do that stupid fall again. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully we'll have a smoother jump across, and before Lara has a chance to get her footing, just shimmy left so that she can climb on up. And fun facts will be returning. Did you miss them? Next, I'm hopping over to this gap. Yeah, don't let that noise make you jump. That's the only thing it's there for. There's nothing going on. Don't let it put you off. So the original St. Paul's that used to be on this site was founded in 604 AD. It seems that it was destroyed in 1087 and a new building was built. Okay, I went into autopilot. Sorry, I was thinking about the weather. Right, so once we get to the end where we can pull up, we can grab a medpack, and there's this lever. So that's opened a door on the ground level. So anytime you see a lever, just pull it, even though you don't know what it's gonna do, because some levers are for the end, and if you don't pull them, you'll have to come back to this area and pull them, which is kind of annoying. So just go ahead and pull everything. So from here we want to head down to the ground floor, to the door we've just opened, so you can just drop down and take a little bit of damage. Or this, you see there's bookshelves down below. You probably can't see that there's bookshelves down below, to be honest, but that's climbable. And that goes all the way up the wall. So just safely grab this to make your way down. So the door is in the opposite corner. Here it is, and just run straight on through. We've got some breakaway tiles, but just run on over. And we've got another lever. So that's completed a monkey bar section up the top. Look at my footprints. Okay, so how to get back across this? Yeah, it's a spike pit. Who would have guessed? We've got some monkey bars, so just jump forward and grab. There we go. So now I'm making my way back up to the top, to that monkey bar section that I completed. So climb up to here. And is it me? Am I just stupid? I can't see what I'm supposed to jump to. Is it the angle? Everything blends in. It's so dark. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. I knew that. Technically I did. I just couldn't see it. Okay, and then straight on up to here, and we are back at a familiar spot. Okay, and now we're actually going to head over to here. To here. And next climb on up into this gap. So at the end we've got another lever. And this is an important lever. So that's opened a hatch at the end of the level. If you do not pull this, you will have to come all the way back. So this is important. So from here is how we reach the monkey bars. So it's kind of a leap of faith. Just jump forward and grab. And then make your way along and you'll see the section that we completed as well. So the next St. Paul's Cathedral was ravaged by the Great Fire of 1666. And yet another church was built. Okay, so drop down and climb on up into this gap. And if we look up into this cubby up here, can't really see for the railing. But we actually do have a zip line before I grab that. I'm gonna climb up to here to grab an item. So look at that broken skyline. How cool does that look? With all the stars in the sky. Okay, so this is a vault key. So this is an item we will need for much later if you forget it. This is another one you'll have to make your way all the way back to. Okay, so now is zipline time, but first, let me save my game. Okay, so once we grab the zip line, you kind of don't want to let go at all because you can just make out we've got a bunch of spikes down below. And you actually want to let go of the zip line at the correct moment, otherwise you kind of be carried off over some slopes. So you'll slide down and out of the side of the church into oblivion and you will die. So down we go. And there we go. So it's not easy to know where to let go exactly, but you'll end up sliding down the slopes here and just be thrown out and just game over. Okay, so coming back to this edge, we need to grab this edge section, and I hate these angled jumps. There we go. So pull up and then just drop down on the other side and something quite unexpected will happen. Okay, this secret bookcase has opened up. So we do have some drops. Some of them are kind of big just here, so just be sure to grab just in case. Okay, so grab the Medpack that's just here. And we've got another tricky situation going on. So the idea is you need to grab the monkey bars to avoid these spikes. And these poles that are here too will actually catch fire as you're making your way along. They won't set you on fire if you're too close, I think they will. But even if you're at the very edge, they'll still end up doing some damage to you. But there is a trick to avoid that, an easy way around. So at this very edge, in this very corner here, you can actually drop down into that. So I do grab the monkey bar and then just turn back around, come to the very edge corner. It's okay to be inside the wall, and then let go and walk through here. It's probably best to stay close to the wall to avoid the flames. Okay, so we are kind of close. So on the monkey bars, you'll actually want to be careful where you drop because it carries on. You can hit that slope ahead and land in that fire, or just land in the fire regardless. So where you want to go next is into the water. And we have a pancake machine. Nice. Okay, so we want to try and get past this. Oh, it got me. It's fine. This is fine. Okay. So underneath here, we have this button. Okay, so that's dropped the hatch on top of the organ. So if you have a look around, you can see a ledge we can climb to there, but that's the one with the fire. You do not want to grab that ledge. I mean, don't ask me why there's spikes and fires and pancake machines inside churches. I do not know. This is Britain. Okay, but we do have this Medpack on the opposite side. Okay, so now let's climb on out and we can return back to the main room. Okay, so just climb on up this ladder all the way to the top. Okay, and careful here because this fancier looking tile will drop away. I believe it's a spike trap. It's probably a spike trap. So just jump forward with a grab. Whoa, okay, you want to be a little closer to that. So it's not a spike trap. It's the slope that'll lead back to that flame. Okay, I couldn't remember what it was, so now I remember. Okay, and here we are. That door will close. And we're back in the main cathedral room. So this is the organ thing, so we can just climb up and drop straight on down. Nice. So any items you've missed, there is a way back. I will show it to you. So yeah, here is where we will use the cathedral key. There's also a couple of breakable vents. Okay, so by this lighter area, there's some flares. And if you need to return, this next vent is how to return. But you see on the left, there is a blade on the wall. No, to the right there's a blade on the wall, and there's another one over there. And I'm not gonna even go any further through there, but if you forgot anything, that's the way you gotta go to return. Okay, in we come to here, and to the left is a Medpack. So we're actually nearly done with this level. Okay, and here we have some water we're going to drop into, and there are some floating bodies, don't let them creep you out. So this section is pretty much like a H, so I'm going to go across a long cross section of the H and back down again. There's just a little cubby to the left with a crystal. There we go. So now we're going to encounter the only enemy in the level, and he has a gun. So let me go ahead and make sure my Uzis are equipped. I did take a bit of extra damage that I usually would not have taken, like non-forced damage. So climb out to the left. Okay, and he has a dog too. So yeah, you want to be careful of the fire as well. So that went really smoothly actually, if I do say so myself. And I mentioned the important lever by the monkey bars before going on to the monkey bars. That opens the hatch up here. If this is not open, you will have to return and open it. So anyway, the newer St. Paul's Cathedral building, which stands today, was declared completed in 1711 and was the tallest building in London until 1967. So now here we go, we are at the end of the bonus level. So you can see all these weapons on the floor. Once I cross the threshold, the level will end. Unfortunately, I will not get to pick up these items, but ending the bonus level gives you New Game Plus, and you will have, well, for the PC, you will have infinite of everything. You will have even flares, medpacks, flares, all ammo, everything. It seems a bit different for console though. I kind of went into the console section, and for the jungle level I seem to only have the shotgun in my inventory with like 1,999 shots and 50 save crystals. Everything else seemed to be infinite though. I think I had flares. So I'm not really certain how it works for console. It seems to have a different idea of what it wants to do. I don't really understand. I might be able to find out some extra information because I pretty much only just found this out. So if I do find any more out, I'll try and put it in the description. But anyway, let's go ahead and end the bonus level. There we go. Nice 23 minutes. And no health packs used with 100% pickups. Let me just go ahead and brag about that. So yeah, it is done. Tomb Raider 3 is complete. It has been a very long run to get to the end of Tomb Raider 3. And I hope you have enjoyed my Nomads walkthrough. I'd like to do walkthroughs of all the Tomb Raider games, but obviously that will be a very slow process to get through. And there's also other non-Tomb Raider games I'll be doing too. So coming up next though will hopefully be the Lost Artifact to finish off this Tomb Raider 3 collection. So I hope you will look forward to that. And I will see you next time. Take it easy, guys and girls.